Hello, everyone, and welcome to Overcast. Thank you for joining for the 75th episode of Overcast, your Overwatch podcast. I'm Frostee, and joined by my awesome co-host this week, we have Ovadrive. What is up, my man?
Hey, not too much.
Glad to be back after a 2-week kind of vacation hiatus.
Yeah.
Comp vacation, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, good to be back.
Nice. Yeah, we have lots to talk about probably from the competitive world. And after those 2 weeks, it took me 2 weeks to finish my competitive play, right? My placement matches, because I've been a slacker. No, I'm just kidding. I was going to say, that's why we're delayed right now. I was actually out of town, so we'll talk more about that in a minute. Let's get the formalities out of the way before we get any further into the show. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at Overcast Show. You can also head to our blog page, which is overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com. That's where you can find all the things we talk about every week, links to the posts that we talk about, and also the community cards every single week. You can just head over to frozenfoxmedia.com if you want to learn about all of the podcasts and other content that we have on the Frozen Fox Media Network. And thank you for watching the video version on YouTube. So if you like that, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss any episodes, and you can also, if you're listening on the audio version on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, or anywhere else, you can subscribe there as well so you don't miss any episodes. And if you love the show, let us know by leaving us a review. So that is it. Formalities are good to go. So rub my hands, wash my hands of that.
Let's get on with the show, huh?
All right.
So we're back after a week of being off, and you were out of town. So what have you been up to? No gaming, I guess, in the last week or two.
It was a crazy. Well, last week I was in Dallas for quite a few days. It was spring break, first of all, so I didn't have to deal with school. And I took my big old test that I was talking about before, leading up to everything. So I got that out of the way. I wrote a bunch of drafts for my papers and got those turned in, and then it was like vacation time. So did that, and enjoyed Dallas, enjoyed barbecue, saw a whole bunch of my friends, and it was great. Me and my wife just hanging out there, and made some money, sold some cosplay stuff while we were there. So it was pretty cool stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I brought back a cold, so that was great. But
yeah,
I'm on the downside of it, luckily. So hopefully,
good way to remember your trip there.
Yeah,
it's a nice cold.
It sticks with you, right? And got my placements done though, like I said earlier. And this season, I was able to finally place higher. This is the weird thing. I placed higher than I have last season, and I lost more games. So
tell me your secrets.
I lose, I guess. Apparently, get bad. Like I had 2 games where I had like 3 people leave. It was really awful. So
that's strange.
Maybe it gave me a bonus because people left so many times. Probably not though. I placed right around 1,700, just above in silver. So still in the silver. Got to climb out now. Try to climb out to gold. So there you go. That's what I've been up to. How about you, Ova? What have you been doing?
Been playing a lot of Overwatch competitive. I actually was able to make it into Platinum, and we got one of my friends, the Floyd, all the way up into Diamond. So it was a fun couple of weeks. There's still some crazy stuff going on out there in the competitive world. It seems like the top Platinum, like high Platinum 27, 2800. Mm-hmm. is comparable to like what I've seen in like gold, like low gold.
Yeah. And
I'm not sure if it's people getting placed up there and then still working their way out or what's going on, but it's a little strange.
That's odd. That's interesting though. So why don't we just like slide right into our season 4 status update then? That kind of goes along with everything we've been going, like what we've been seeing lately and what we've been running into. And for me, it was I've had a lot of leavers, kind of like I said, and I've had a lot more people this season, or at least in the last week or so. A lot more people have been on voice chat, just kind of randomly. I've noticed. I don't know if it's a good thing sometimes. Most of the time, I think they get on voice chat just to complain now. I've only been in one match lately that somebody actually had anything strategic to say. I'll say that.
They see here they don't like, oh, let me join party chat and tell them that.
Yeah. So, like earlier today, I played a bunch of rounds, and it was like I'd get in there, and these people would just be like, for example, I was playing Diva. We were on Nepal, and I've spent the entire match basically on fire, and we get into like the next round, and I get killed, like in the first few minutes for something. I can't remember what it was, and somebody gets on there, they're like, "We need a new Diva. This person doesn't know how to Diva." I'm just like, was I not impressive enough in the previous round? Like,
Can't see the blue flames coming off of me.
apparently not. So it's been a little how do I want to say it? A little edgy, maybe
Yeah.
people are a little on edge. I don't know, but overall the matches have been pretty good as long as the people are not leaving. And
Yeah.
there's the match, for example, when we the match basically was only like a couple minutes into it, and 3 people leave, so the other team gets in match chat, and they're just like, "Sorry."
Nothing you can do there.
So just sat there and got decimated. Then it switches sides. Still have 3
Yep.
on 6 and get blown up.
Just practice range at that point.
Exactly. We went all support. Actually, is what we did. We just were like, whatever,
Nice.
just kill us.
Yeah.
So Arissa is in there though. She's now in competitive play and available.
She is.
So you got to experience her a little bit probably on both sides. So what do you think about
Yeah.
Arissa so far?
Yeah, it's been okay. I'd say the launch is, I think, better than the Sombra release to live. You see some Orissas in there that are, people are learning her still, but I think she has like a less steep learning curve than Sombra does.
Yeah.
So even if people do pick her, she's good. Like, she can help your team as long as you understand like her utility, her shield placement. I think you're fine. I feel like she is a little squishy though. I've seen her get almost one shot by Widowmaker headshots, and she gets taken down pretty quick. So you do need to kind of be careful when you're playing her, and fortify and make sure that you're getting the appropriate heals. But I think she's good. I think the release has been fine. Do you think that the week delay did anything? Do you think that that's helped?
I don't know. I think that the people that were playing competitive, I think they stayed playing competitive and they just wait for her to hit competitive kind of thing. That's what I
Yeah.
think, because I've had the same experience. It seems like the people that play her that I've ran into, they're still trying to figure her out. They're still trying to I see them like charging kind of headlong into things and getting blown up. And like at 76, I was able to take her down a few times in one of the matches earlier, and it seemed like it was that difficult. And her shields are really useful, and her utility is. I see people like really trying to figure that out. Is what I've noticed. Like, really trying to figure out how to like pull people, pull them out of corners or whatever. And I see it a lot of times being unsuccessful. Maybe you
Yeah.
notice it more when it's on your team and you see that orb go out and it doesn't even like grab anybody.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no. But those shields
Yeah.
are a lot nicer than I thought they would be. So
Yeah, on Ilios Lighthouse, it's fun to sneak around the back and then pull the team off the ledge. It's hard to sneak around as like a big centaur, but when you can do it, it's fun. And then you get like a triple or quadruple kill just pulling them off the ledge.
So I like we'd have to do some experimenting with it, I guess. But like how when you're on like the coastline one, I can't remember what it's called, but can you shoot the orb like through the back and have it pull people out that window and off the edge? Because can you do it far enough?
It's probably a little too far, I think.
Yeah,
But
probably.
you could do it off the side, which I did a couple times, and it's really fun.
I think on like Lijiang Tower you could have a lot of fun with it though. Like,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
for
places
sure.
where you could really utilize that.
Yeah. Someone's running out to go get healed, and you just pull them off.
What do you think about the supercharger?
It's okay. You really have to protect it though, or else it's a complete waste. But it's good. Like it's like an Ana boost for everybody.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
It's really cool when like your teammate throws that down and you're like, sweet.
Yeah, it's good. You can win. Like when you're a person or two down, you can definitely turn that fight in your favor.
Yeah, and like you said, protecting it is a big thing. There was a couple matches today we went against it, and I think I was the only one who tried to kill it.
Yeah.
From the first day that Orisa was introduced, and Jeff was like, "You got to protect the supercharger. You got to protect it."
Yeah, you
And so
do.
anytime I see it go out, I'm like, screw these guys. I got to kill this thing, or we're all dead.
Absolutely.
And and when I see it just still there, and I'm like, come on, guys, you got to kill this thing. Like you're gonna, they'll have like a 4-player kill, 4 or 5
Yeah.
players, and it's like it's over.
Yeah, anybody playing Arista now, take advantage of that because people still aren't used to it. I think it's only been a couple of days or, about a week. So take advantage of her and she's good. I like it.
When you throw it down, is it like a collidable object, or can you stand on top of it as Orisa and like protect it?
I don't think you can stand on top of it.
I was curious.
I'm
about
not
that
sure.
too.
I'm not sure. I haven't tried to that extent.
I would figure that would be the strategy if you could. So I'm guessing you
Yeah.
can't. I haven't tried that yet with her.
Yeah.
I just thought about that off the top of my head right now. I was like, man, if you could just stand on top of the thing and like you'd have a pretty good defense.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to block it, like body block it from like missiles and stuff, but
Oh yeah. Nice. Well, cool. I think season 4. It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. I think Orisa's good to mix things up, though. I think that's one cool thing about it. And I think we talked about a few weeks ago, like should she come in the middle of the season? Is it disruptive to the season or whatever? I think it's been fine, and just kind of like previous heroes have come in, and it just shakes things up, and then you kind of for a couple weeks everybody kind of figures it out, and then everybody goes on their merry way, keeps playing.
yeah. Absolutely.
Nice. And this is just a reminder that BlizzCon tickets are going to go on sale this next week. So be sure to get your tickets if you're going to be going. I will definitely be getting my tickets this week. And
Yep.
Ova, you made any decisions yet if you're going to be there?
I'm gonna buy the tickets. So
Nice.
I'll have the tickets. I already actually booked a room too, so I'm set. I just need to make sure that figure out who's going and if they can go, and then we'll finalize everything. But I'm gonna buy the tickets
Nice.
just in case.
Get an extra one and get some more friends to go, right?
Yeah. See if Soul can come.
There you go. That's what we do. We do the same thing. We get extra tickets. Like we just buy the max, and then
Yep. Yeah.
whoever wants it, because you can find somebody who wants it. So
Absolutely.
nice. So yeah, make sure you get those, and good luck also getting them because it's also kind of difficult.
Not a guarantee.
Not a guarantee. Not unless you have some connections, right?
Yeah.
If only we had connections.
Right.
Nice.
Please.
Yeah, right. If there's any connections out there.
Yeah.
Especially to media passes. Those things are so hard to get every
Yeah.
year. All right, on to the World Cup. So this kind of came out of nowhere, right?
It did.
I think it might have been like on the last episode that we said, is the World Cup going to come back this year? Like we hadn't heard anything about it. Is Overwatch League going to kind of like overshadow it? Maybe we didn't know. And then out of nowhere, they're like, hey, here's the tweet. Overwatch World Cup's coming. So World Cup 2017 is going to happen. They have kind of like the same phases as they did last year. Where they're like, phase 1 is the announcement, and all that.
Yeah, it's like the Overwatch League phasing thing.
Yeah.
Where, like unveiling, year-long unveiling.
I know, right? It's like, we'll give you a little tiny bit here. Yeah, there's a little bit more. Probably should recap it one day. Like I keep seeing little news stories about it all over the place. So maybe we should like make a time to discuss like a lot about it. Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Right now, the clock is running though. So if you want to qualify, which means you need to be in the top 100 skill rank from your country, not your region, it's from your country, you have about 24 days from the time we're recording this. So it's Friday evening here. And you get about 24 days to get good, I guess, right?
Man, I really got to do some work now.
So I'm excited, though. I think it'll be really cool to to have this happen again. We'll see if we can have the finals be a little bit more exciting. Maybe that was like kind of maybe the only thing that was kind of hurt the I think hurt the World Cup last year. But everybody will funnel down. We'll get all the brackets and everything. We'll probably do a bracket challenge again because that was fun last year.
It was.
And we'll probably have some better prizes this year and stuff too. And all those will funnel down to the BlizzCon, playoff and finals. So it'll be exciting.
What's your prediction now? South Korea again?
Call it now.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's like it's really tough right now. But I mean, with how dominant South Korea was, like, how do you go against that?
Yeah.
Like,
It was like they could have played with their eyes closed and still done fine.
yeah,
You know?
they have the skill ranking like on the site right now for all the different countries you can look at,
Yep.
and South Korea and China and the USA are a few hundred above the rest right now. So,
Yep.
and even China and South Korea are pretty even. So maybe China. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You never know though. Like because first of all, you get a team together. You don't know how they're going to gel. You might have somebody from like Norway that's like a great team. So
True.
little bit of luck too, right?
Yeah.
So that's another exciting thing to be looking forward to this year for BlizzCon. Kind of like relates to that. So let's talk about more tangible things. How about that? So this week, probably much to your dismay, the announcement of the Widowmaker statue.
I don't even have a chance to, enjoy the one that I already ordered. And then they throw this at me.
I know, right? So
But it's an awesome statue. It's awesome.
it is. It's a really good looking $150, hand painted statue. I'm just kind of sad it wasn't Mercy yet. It's probably a good thing. Like spending a lot of money lately on stuff. So yeah, we'll
Yeah.
wait for maybe BlizzCon. They'll announce that, right? So, but it looks really good. But I feel bad for you because your Reaper is just, did they just like throw him away? They bin him.
Yeah. They had to scrap, use it for scrap to start molding Widowmakers.
They just
So
melted him down.
yeah, I just don't get a Reaper now.
Maybe we'll talk about Reaper Watch here in a second. Maybe your order, check your status and see if it says something like, instead of processing, it says thanks for your donation.
Yeah. This helped fund the Widowmakers. Thank you.
Yes. Your generous donation has helped to bring Widowmaker to life. But I don't know, these statues are really cool, and I mean, I have the Tracer one. I've loved the Tracer one from the very beginning. They're super high quality. I can't wait for you to get the Reaper. But do you think that we're gonna maybe eventually get like the whole set? Years from now.
Probably. I think that's where this is going, which I'm okay with. I love that. Because each hero speaks to people differently. So I think at least the popular ones they're gonna continue to make, and then you may get all 24 or 30 if we have that many heroes in the future.
Do you think they'll ever make a Bastion that is a Transformer?
That would be fantastic.
That would be
And
like
then-
the coolest thing ever.
Or a Genji with a little sign that you could put on that says I need healing.
That would be great.
Detachable sign.
What's the company that makes the not the Funko, like the new figurines? It's I lost it off the top of my head. But they're like the higher quality, more expensive ones. Like the posable ones. Like you've seen the Tracer one around.
Yeah.
They're like the $50 one. Man, why can't I remember what it's called? But I don't remember. Did they show a Genji one off? I thought they did.
I don't know.
Because if they did, like, you could totally make a sign for it. I'm gonna have to do that. I have to do that one way or another. So, anyway, let's talk about Reaper Watch. Where I think we're in week 11 now, something like that, right?
Yeah, something crazy.
It's what, December 10th is when you ordered it. So
December 10th. Yep, I just pasted that in there just to make sure that I did order it.
yeah, you're like, did I really?
So I guess he's still being painted. I don't know. We'll see.
So yeah, processing still, huh?
Hmm.
Whatever processing means, like
Yeah.
maybe we should ask Blizzard, like, what exactly is processing?
I need some more detail on that. Like, is he halfway done? All the way done? You just don't want to give it to me?
um, if you had to choose, if you hadn't already ordered the Reaper, for example, would you get the Widowmaker statue instead, or would you stick with Reaper?
I don't think so. I would still probably get the Reaper one.
Yeah, I would probably stick with the Reaper one too. I think that one's more impressive to me. So I like it a lot.
I play more Reaper, so
You know the Mercy one's going to be awesome.
yeah. Which pose would you like to see?
Oh, for Mercy?
Yeah, wings out or staff in the air.
I'd go with the same victory pose that I have, and that's the one where she's like looking over her shoulder.
Okay.
I'd go with that one, but I'm pretty sure it'll be like kind of like the resurrection one. I bet that's the
Yeah.
one they would go with.
Yeah.
And she'll stand like on like one little tiny peg.
Yep.
So that's my bet. We'll see. It'll be like we'll get to BlizzCon and they'll announce like the biohazard guy, and
Yeah.
he'll be the next statue like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, wait, what?
But he's cool. I need him.
Yes. It'll be like Orisa or something like.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see. So let's get on with the community cards as we, kind of wind to the back end of the show here. So the community cards from 2 weeks ago, and the votes are in. And Ova, you have won once again.
Yes.
So you've taken victory 60% to 40% in the voting. And so that was when you went with the cosplay. That's right. So
I
you went
did.
with
The
Kinpatsu.
Diva cosplay.
So congratulations, and everybody check out Kinpatsu. You can check it out on the last tweet, and we'll have some new ones right here because we're about to give you our new community cards of the week. So here we go. I'm going to give you mine, and this is somebody that makes some pretty cool jewelry on DeviantArt. This is a Christo Liva. I think that's how you say their name. Christo Liva. They made a Mercy. It's kind of like a necklace pendant thing, I guess. It's just they have it labeled as a necklace. And it has like a little circle that's like kind of the Overwatch logo in silver, and then it has like the Mercy wing on it. It says "Heroes Never Die." So that's what I'm going to nominate this week. But there's a whole bunch of them for a lot of heroes. There's like a Widowmaker one. There's a really cool Sombra one. For you, Ova, there's a 76 one. It just has like the numbers on a chain. So
I love it.
You'll have to check that out. So there you go. That's my nomination this week. And how about you, Ova? What are you going to go with?
So I'm going to go with something from Fabelina, and she actually submitted. There was another community member, Ventian, on Twitter that's put together, I believe, a kind of like a little contest.
Yep.
And the contest was to make a Overwatch hero, and Fabelina came up with a hero called Mira. And she reminds me of a wizard from Diablo. That's kind of how it looks. And throwing these, she's a healer, but she looks kind of like a wizard from Diablo. And she sends out these healing auras, crystal traps that slow stuff, shard projectiles, diamond skin is one of her things that can shield herself, which is kind of like the wizard thing in Diablo. So It's really, really cool. I thought this was awesome that she came up with this concept and all the art. I thought it was just fantastic.
I agree. It's a really cool design. There's a lot of really neat designs that were submitted for that contest, so you go check them all out. But yeah, I think you're going to give me a run for my money for sure. Fabelina does some fantastic art for a lot of the gaming community here in Blizzard. So
Yeah.
Nice. So there you go. Vote for your favorite, and we'll announce the winner next week on the show. So there, and make sure you join our Discord as well. So you can join us on our Discord server. You just go to our blog page and click where it says Connect on Discord, and there'll be the widget there. You can just join us. You can play with us, chat with us. You can all ask us questions. We don't have any questions this week for the Ask Overcast segment, but if you do, remember you can ask on our Discord server or just on Twitter using the hashtag AskOvercast, and we will answer your question on the show. So there you go. There was a question that wasn't asked necessarily for the segment, and it was from a few weeks ago, and it was like, "Where is Sol? Where is Sol at?" That's what I got. So,
Yeah, where is he?
Where is he? I don't know. So we'll have to see if we can grab him.
Gotta go find him.
Nice. And I think that brings us really to the end. We don't really have any much to talk about. There wasn't a lot of news this week. It was just a lot of both of us playing competitive, and that's what really got it going. So that kind of brings us to the end of the show. So I'll just wrap it up by saying, remember, you can follow us on Twitter at Overcast Show. our blog page where we talk about everything and also post our community cards, etc. That's overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com. FrozenFoxMedia.com is the home of the Frozen Fox Media Network. You can go there and find out about all the other podcasts, other content that we have on the network. And if you're watching via YouTube, thumbs up. I'll give you the thumbs up if you give us a thumbs up, right? Subscribe so you don't miss any episodes on there. And if you're listening on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, or anywhere else, if you love the show, let us know by leaving us a review and subscribe so you don't miss any other episodes of the show there. While you're on the go, you can hang out and listen to us. So, and where can people find you on the interwebs, Ova?
You can find me on Twitter or on Twitch at OvadriveCTR.
Nice. You can find me at Frosty Fox on Twitter, basically Frosty Fox everywhere. And that's it. So again, thank you for joining. This is the 75th episode of Overcast. 75. We made it. We're almost there. We'll be at 100 by the end of the year. So
yeah, exciting.
Yeah, it's it seems like it's been kind of like crawling to get here, but then I think that like the first, I don't know, 20 or 30 episodes of the show were pretty much before the game came out, so we only had a show every other week. So I was like, man, why are we so far behind? Like, so, but yeah, now we're on track. So look forward to another 25 more. We'll make that milestone. It'll be really, really awesome. Again, thank you everyone for watching and or listening or supporting the show. The last thing I guess I'll say before I sign off, because it just came into my mind when I was thinking about it. Today, the Kickstarter for Con Before the Storm launched. So if you want to be at BlizzCon and whether you have tickets to the con or not, if you want to hang out at Con Before the Storm, meet your favorite gamers, people from the community, whatever it might be, and just hang out and have a lot of fun. It's one of the best events of the year, like right there to set the stage for BlizzCon. Con Before the Storm is it. You can go find them on Twitter. I think they're just at Con Before the Storm. And yeah, it's going to be a great event once again, so go and support that. So
yeah, it's always one of my favorite parts of BlizzCon.
Oh yeah, definitely. So there you go. Thank you everyone again. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you next week. I'm Frosty.
I'm Ovadrive.
And take care. May all of your loot boxes have legendary items.